Let's imagine a very tasty and special network where the nodes are meatballs and the edges are spaghetti. Since you're hungry, you begin eating the network, starting with the first node picked randomly. Mmm, delicious. Let's eat another random node. This network is very delicious. Let's keep eating it.
So far, it may look like we've just been eating spaghetti, but in reality, we've been compromising the integrity of the network by randomly removing nodes. What began as one connected system has now split into several isolated parts known as components. Since these parts are no longer connected to the rest, they are called isolated components. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The study of how networks change when nodes or edges are removed and how well they hold together under such disruptions is the science of network robustness. In our example, removing 4 random nodes led to a complete disruption of the network structure.
In reality, networks aren't so easy to break. In the real world, some nodes have far more links than others. These are hubs. Networks with hubs are called scale-free networks. Let's see what happens if we randomly eat like before. Since most nodes have only a few links, randomly removing them doesn't break the network. The hubs remain, keeping everything connected. This is why scale-free networks are resilient to random failures. But imagine, you're very hungry and you want to eat the biggest meatball.
What happened? Removing the hub fragments the network, leaving many isolated components. This deliberate targeting is an attack. This weakness is well known for scale-free networks and it's often called their Achilles heel. So far, we have been using spaghetti and meatballs as a metaphor, but network robustness really matters in many systems.
The power grid is a critical example. Most lines carry local load, but a few high voltage transmission hubs connect vast regions. In August 2003, a few overloaded transmission lines in Ohio triggered cascading failures across the grid, the largest blackout in US history. This left 50 million people without power in the US and Canada, with billions in economic losses.
We have seen that scale-free networks resist random failures but collapse under attacks. Naturally, the next question is, can we design networks that handle both? And the answer is yes! Network science shows us how to design systems that are robust to both. The network shown here is robust to both random failures and targeted attacks. And let's see how by eating it again.
The network stays connected after removing a random node, showing robustness to random failure. But what happens if we remove the central hub? Let's eat it again. Voila! The network is still connected, showing how network science is an extremely important tool when designing such critical systems that need to be both robust and resilient.
No real spaghetti were broken in the making of this instructional video. Break spaghetti at your own risk. Breaking spaghetti is considered a punishable criminal offense by all Italians.